When you're using MusicOne with the PlayoutONE automation system, then all audio is going to first be imported into PlayoutONE, and then it will push the metadata, the title, the artist, the length. It'll push the metadata into MusicOne and onto MusicOne song cards and non-music cards. And here's how it works. Get to the PlayoutONE Media Finder. In the top left-hand corner, that first button is to import just a single track, and this second folder button is to import a folder of songs, and we're about to do that. You can also, within your folders, you may have some subfolders. You can tell PlayoutONE to also import the subfolders. In this case, I'm going to go straight to a subfolder, and here are the songs that are in that subfolder. Now, I can import them all. If I just click Import Now, it would start importing them. Or I can select some and then click the Remove button and tell PlayoutONE I do not want to import those tracks. As you import, you may want to tell PlayoutONE to normalize the audio. That'll balance out the volume of the tracks. Some tracks may be too low, some a little too high. You may also want to use PlayoutONE's own metadata database for audio tags, audio files that may not have the title and artist embedded within them. On the next screen, the Import Options screen. Look at Start UI. UID is Unique Identifier. Every track that comes into PlayoutONE has got to have its own separate number. That number is what MusicOne puts into the playlist that tells PlayoutONE, play this number, and whatever that number is what gets played on your radio station. Now, you might want to customize the UID. For example, some people like to put like JIN before all of their jingles. That way in PlayoutONE, they can just search JIN and all the jingles pop up. You can do that if you want, but generally, auto UID. Now, this can be a little confusing, so pay close attention. MusicOne has two types of audio cards. It has song cards and it has non-music cards. Non-music cards are for everything else, a jingle, a 1-hour program, and in PlayoutONE, the type will be production. Everything that is not a song goes onto a non-music card. Well, with one exception, commercials, but that's another topic. So with MusicOne, you're just looking at a song, and everything else is going to be a production type. If you have already created categories in MusicOne, you can select categories for the import, and everything that you're importing will go into category of that type. Otherwise, you can drag them into categories later after you have imported them into MusicOne. So click Import, and it'll suck everything in. And it is going to take a while, though, if you are telling it to normalize and you're importing, say, 500 songs. That'll take a while. Import complete. Let's close this window and go to the Media Finder, and those songs will start populating into the list here. And here they come. There we go. Now let's open up an audio card in PlayoutONE and see what we see. Here it is. It is by Four Horses. You see it up there, the title, the artist. It's a song, and UID number 2. So there we go. Now let's go look at it in MusicOne. If you did not select a category, they'll either come into new songs or new tracks, and you'll then select them here from new songs and drag them into a category. I'm going to put them into this oldies category here. When you move a song into a category in MusicOne, it's going to automatically move it into a category of the same name in PlayoutONE, as you see there. Let's import a single song now. Click on the little plus button in the top left-hand corner. That opens up a new audio card. And then click on the little folder in the top left-hand corner. Negotiate to your music folder. Let's open up a folder, and here's Lady in Red. Select that song, and here it is. So the title shows up, the artist shows up. You can click the little circle there and auto ID it. This will be the 13th song in this library. You can also add the type. You've got to do that. This will be a song type, and everything else is production. Remember, if it's not a song, it's going to be production. And we've got that all selected. You can enter the year if you wish. Click to save it, and Lady in Red is now populated into PlayoutONE and is passed on to MusicOne, where you will find it and move it into the category you want it to be in.